me this. So I know for yourself, even when I was at TSU, the instructors seemed double your age. So tell me, like, your experience coming from like the students as well as maybe your peers
Mm-hmm.
that were around, like, because your students may look at you, may be able to relate a little bit more. That's probably from your class. Sound like it was probably interesting and fun. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of debate and stuff like going on, but or maybe it could have been a little bit different. So how did your students kind of react to you, being that you, some of them probably look older than you, some
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
were older than you,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess you're so young, and then maybe from your peers that I know at least half of them are double your age.
Right, right. So yeah, I was 26 when I started. So yeah, students, I didn't really have a problem out of students though, because I knew what I was talking about. It's one thing to be young, you know, but it's another thing to be young and knowledgeable and credible, So I never really had a problem. I was able to relate to my students, so but then I still had older students, too. But I was a professional, never crossed any boundaries or made it to where they thought I was like one of them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm
I
I'm a
understand.
nurse, but yeah, but I'm your instructor though, so we've got boundaries, So I've always kept it that way, so that they know. Yeah. At the time I was Dr. Hines, Dr. Hines don't play,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't. Like we can have a good time in here, but yeah, you're gonna learn too and you're gonna respect me too, So I just I just kept it that way, and when I introduced myself, that's the way I introduced myself as their instructor, So I was well received, Even my colleagues, they were happy to have, some newer, fresh blood in there, fresh eyes, just someone coming with a passion for wanting to help out, they're like, hey, you want to do this? Go ahead, Like, yeah, we've been doing it. Let's get somebody else in here to do it. So committee work, all that stuff. So yeah, I was well received, well respected. I haven't had any problems because again, I do my work too, and I put forth a good effort, and I just, I'm competent, and I make sure when I go in front of my students, I know what I'm talking about, So it really wasn't a problem.
Okay, no, for sure. I just curious because some people are like very judgmental, and then
They are.
until you maybe start speaking and show
Yeah,
them, then
yeah.
their opinions change. So I was
Yeah,
just curious because you're definitely very young. You know what I'm saying
yeah,
at that time. Compared to like your colleagues, I would say,
yeah.
and even like the students. I know you had some older students than
Yeah, I did, I
yourself.
did. But like you said, I always established myself as who I was, in my position. So it never really got questioned.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that. So now you're currently a tenure professor.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess tell me a little bit about that. Just being a tenure professor, like what does that mean?
So, and when you get into academia, there's different ranks.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can start off like as an instructor, then you're assistant professor, associate professor, and then you get full professor, right? So I just got promoted in July to full professor. That's the highest, that's the top rank that you can get, So I'm very happy about that because you have to demonstrate excellence in three areas, and it's teaching, scholarship, and service, and then tenure as well when you go up for tenure. So when you become tenured, um, let me see how I can explain this without. So basically, you've basically proven yourself, and shown your worth to the university to where they don't want to get rid of you, right? And tenure comes with certain protections, essentially. Not like you can never be fired, but um, it's going to be more of a challenge to get rid of you, So it's gives you a lot of good job security, because you've reached that level where you've shown to the university you are an asset to them, and they want to keep you. So you basically, like I said, you can get fired, but not very likely unless you're just doing something where they have to do like a post tenure review and you've just really shown your tail, So, but it's a both of them, getting promoted, getting tenure, all that is looked upon very highly, by your colleagues everywhere around the world, because basically you've established yourself as this professional, at this high level, and you've demonstrated your worth, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
congratulations. That was recently this year in 2020?
2020 was professor and 2019 was tenure.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So I'm proud, I'm happy, and I definitely think that I'm an asset to the institution. So